Hey guys, welcome back to another KBBA guide. Today we're going to be doing Gordon. He is an attacking hero with a very special playstyle, and we'll kind of show it off and get into it. So, for Gordon, first things first, you want to go to the attack shop, and you either want to get the Dagger of Speed or the Drain Scale. You really don't need to worry about health because, as we'll talk about in just a second, Gordon tends to regenerate a ton of health. So really what we want here is Dagger of Speed to enable us to kill some more minions on our own terms. So, first things first is Gordon. You may see, you can fly around. You're pretty cool. That's not really where you want to be. You want to be in the ground as a gargoyle. And from this position, you have less damage. However, your attack speed is way higher, your attack range is way higher, and you're able to kind of dictate how the lane plays out here. One thing you will notice, you cannot move. However, you do go invisible after 1 second without action, or after pressing your W here. Um, in order to move and actually catch back up to the minion wave, you're going to have to reposition. So, you can pick up, plop down, and as you can see, your attack range is very high. It'll let you attack the minions from over here. And when you're not attacking the minions, you start to regenerate some missing HP. So it's perfectly okay if you would like to kind of just sit in one spot and take some damage, because that's what your job is. You're supposed to sit here, get the minions, attack a lot, take some damage, and as soon as you're done killing minions, you go invisible, you start regenerating some HP. Now, in order to help kill the minions here, your Q is really your biggest damage ability. Now, what your Q does, it shoots out a horde of bats. Since you're a bat, haha. It does a bunch of damage, shreds their armor, and then whenever you attack an enemy with shredded armor from the Belfry Bat ability, you deal more damage. So at the beginning of the game, it's not going to look like a lot because you have 30 intelligence, and that 20% scaling is like 6. So 6 damage, not a ton. But later on in the game, once you have at least some items and you have some tomes, it's really going to add up. So with Gordon here, since you're kind of weak in your mobile state because your W slows you down and it makes you not move, and your Q is really for attacking, this is where you kind of just move around. You can, hit the minion wave like this if you're feeling susceptible to a gank. You will deal more damage, but you're going to attack a lot slower. So after this point, this is pretty much it. This is Gordon. You need an ally to really help you set up, but other than that, you're able to kind of control the lane. You're able to do so because your W is always going to heal you, and you can attack from so far away and just make sure you get all the minions. Outside the turret, you can sit right here, and you can just go for the turret, and it can't hit you. Look at that. Now, you might be thinking, this is OP, this is ridiculous. Well, wait, you can also turn invisible, get the minions off you, and use your minions to kill the rest of them. Now, after that, once you're in this position, this is where you become a real nuisance, a real threat to the enemy, because you're hitting their tower, their minions will just ignore you, walk to your team, and you can just farm them from behind. So it's at this point where you want to be punishing the enemy. If they allow you to sit up here, not only are they perhaps playing poorly, but it's also a very good indication that you are potentially winning very hard. Typically, as Gordon, you shouldn't be allowed to be up here. Enemies should pick things that go into you, but if they don't, set up shop. It lines right about with these little mushroom patches, or if you're on this side, it'll line up with these rocks right here, and you can kind of just figure it out. It's just past the tree line, right about here, where it's not able to hit you, you're able to hit it. But let's go back and talk about items, because as far as abilities go and strategies, this is all that Gordon has. He's a very flat character. He's kind of got one plan of action, is to sit there and attack you, launch his bats at you, and then attack you when your armor's down. So his last ability is Grotesque Attack. This just adds a slow. So if they get into Gordon's range, they're stuck in Gordon's range. This is really good for actually keeping enemies in the area. Now, when you get an ambush, so if you're set up and they walk past you, you're able to land your Belfry Bats and you're slowing them down. If they can't kill you outright, your DPS is typically going to be enough to kill them. especially with the items that you're going to buy, because you're going to buy all of the on-hit items because you're going to be attacking from very far away. You're going to be attacking very frequently because your attack goes up to fast speed, and you're going to be attacking with a little bit less base damage. So what you're going to be looking for here, Bleeder, is just going to be kind of like the first item that you need. Second one, Wart Dagger. Third, Viper Blade. This is going to help once you get enemies low. It's not necessarily going to be the end all to the fight. As a matter of fact, if you don't want to go for Viper Blade, Big Cheese is also really good. However, there is a synergy with Angel Blade. Reduces armor by 3 for 2 seconds on each attack. This synergizes directly with your Q, where shreds armor, keeps your armor shredded, and essentially, as soon as you have a couple levels in your Q and you have the Angel Blade, you're able to make the enemy essentially just take pure damage. They can't reduce it, or if anything, they'll be taking bonus damage because you shred through their armor so effectively. That being said, the way to round out Gordon is, honestly, if you want to, for survivability, the Dark Crystal. The cooldown reduction is very helpful, so is the damage, and so is the lifesteal. It's going to keep you alive. Another item in the recipe shop that's really good on Gordon, going to be Sting. As you can see, gives you attack, gives you intelligence, attack speed, intelligence, and more intelligence as bonus damage on each attack. This is going to work really well with your Q, because automatically, not only is it giving you damage on the upfront thing, but it's also giving you damage on the follow-up. So you're going to be getting 45% intelligence bonus damage on every single attack, and this is going to be to enemies who already have their armor shredded. So Gordon is very ideal for kind of mixing around and finding fun builds that enabled him to get those attacks off. So yeah, I hope you try out Gordon. Hope you have fun, and thanks for watching.